Man, timing is everything. About a month ago, someone sent an email asking if I'd ever opened up a Fadex lock, and I'd never even heard of a Fadex lock. And the weird thing is the guy that sent the email lived in Mexico. And here I am in Dakar, Senegal in Western Africa, and what do I find in a market stall among a bunch of other used locks but a Fadex, this first I've ever seen. This is obviously a used lock, as were all of the ones in this particular stall. The key says, and I don't know if this is true, maybe the key is made in Italy. I don't know if the lock is made in Italy, but it is a Fadex, so it kind of leads me to believe it might be. Doesn't have any of the markings that you'd find, or the lack of quality that you'd find on a Chinese-made lock. It's a solid brass body. It's a 5-pinner. Seems to be well executed. Everything's lined up. Everything's the right depth. The caps look really well installed. They're not aluminum like you see on the Chinese. Pretty heavy duty. But let's see if we can open this for our friend in Mexico. So let's see if we can figure out how to tension it. Okay, that's going to pinch. I guess I'll try it this way. The bottom of the keyway is a little bit worn, so this was on somebody's door for a while. Okay, and I will try. Let's first try to rake it open, just for the heck of it. Here's what the key looks like, by the way. So it's not a bad bitting on this lock. So I'm going to use a Sparrow's triple peak. That's what I usually start out the rake with, and just a little bit of tension and just kind of rock it in there. Probably not going to be able to rake this thing with that particular bitting, unless there are no security pins. Okay, we're stuck there. And I lied. There we go. We got an open on this thing with a rake. All right, let's try something a little more challenging. Let's go back to our normal repertoire. Tension wrench, same one. And let's just let's rock it backwards. So anytime we have a lock, particularly 5-pinner that has no security pins, a lot of times you can just rock your way in there. And like that. Okay, that's a big challenge. Let's try, again, using the same pick. Let's zip it open. If we can. All right, no tension all the way to the rear. Light tension and just kind of zip her open. Get in there, you devil. Okay, because of the bitting, probably not going to work on zipping. Oops. So let's give up early. Let's do the last and hardest. We're going to go ahead and single pin pick it. Okay, light tension, trying to find a binder. There's like 3. That was 2. We have to rock this thing open again. Okay, that pin cut very deep is the one that's having a little trouble getting by him. There we go. I think I slid him around the rear there, around the edge of that corner. And try it again. Go back and check those back ones. I've got to turn on the core, very slight. And there we go. That was by far the slowest way. I think I'll stick with raking with my triple peak. That seemed to be the fastest way to get into this Fadex lock. So anyway, thanks for the question. And I mean, what are the odds of finding there's probably only one in the universe, and this might be it. Anyway, thanks for your question. Everybody else stay safe and stay legal.